No one to play with? There's always PartyPoker.com where the world plays poker.
You folding?
It takes skill, it takes luck, it takes bottle, and it's taking all over the world. Poker is a new beautiful game and everyone, everywhere, wants a chip in a chair. Welcome to the PartyPoker.com World Open with a $500,000 prize pool up for grabs. In our heat stages, the winner of each six-seater table goes through to the semi-final stages. And tonight, what an incredible heat we've got lined up for you with some of the game's liveliest characters. This should be a great one to watch, so sit back and enjoy. Over to our commentators Jessie May and Kenna James.
Hi, I'm Jessie May, thrilled to be joined this evening by the cowboy himself, Kenna James. Kenna,
wow.
Going to be a fantastic heat tonight.
It really is, Jesse. Thanks. It's great to be here. I'm really looking forward to this match. It's going to be an exciting competition. We got some old time rounders with Barry Hearn and the names, Tony G, and some young guns out there who aren't afraid to gamble it up. So it's really going to be an exciting match.
6 seats here, only 1 seat open at that semi-final berth. Let's see who's in and where they're sitting.
I'm Tony G. I started playing poker when I was 11 in Australia. I play a lot of tournaments all around the world. I'm the current European poker champion. I'm actually going out to have fun all the time. When I come to a poker game these days, I just want to have fun, enjoy it, play really well. You can expect a win today, that's for sure.
My name's Barry Hearn. We're playing in the East End of London. They call me the Governor. This is my patch. The last 18 months have been good. 5 final tables in the last 7 television events. Confident mood. Today's some great players, but if the cards go right, I'll take some beating.
My name's David Gregory. I've been playing poker for between 25-30 years. Most of the clubs. I played a few tournaments. I mainly play cash games. I don't fear anybody. I just play my normal game. And if it's my day, it's my day.
My name is Stefan Rapp. I come from Linz, a small town in Austria. I'm a student, but I'm also a professional poker player. I started to play poker about 5 years ago. I'm not afraid because I also know about my own skills. And I think I still have a good chance to come to the semi-finals.
I'm Kevin Dickhoff, 20 years old and playing poker since 1 year. I never ever played a casino, so I only play online.
Roy the Boy Brindley, professional poker player, 4 to 5 years experience. 15 ranking tournament wins the last 4 years, a couple of tidy finishes, runner-up in the World Heads Up Championship, 3rd in the Grand Prix. I'm here to play. At the end of the day, poker's a gambling game. It's about money. I want the money because I want a better life. That's my ethic.
Wow, what a lineup. Not much room for us in the commentary booth here, Ken, with Tony G at the table.
Absolutely not. He's certainly not going to be short on words, especially towards his opponents. He's very intimidating.
Yeah, and he's actually a very technically good player, but he talks so much that people sometimes get thrown off their game.
Well, psychology is a big point, and a factor in this game, and he uses it to his advantage.
One guy who will not be intimidated, though, Barry Hearn.
Oh, wow. I mean, what is his record in these? I mean, this is his format. And I think he invented the game, didn't he?
Let's get over to the game. There's cards in the air right now. Well, here we go. Just about time to shuffle up and deal. Players beginning this game with 100,000 each in chips. Those yellow chips you see are 1,000 each. The blues are 2,000, and the reds 5,000 apiece. And you won't go through to the semifinals until you get all the chips on the table. It'll be interesting to see Kenna, how position plays out here. All those pros lined up in a row. Who's got the edge there between Barry and Tony as far as position goes?
Well, Barry Hearn is in the enviable position of being on Tony G's left, which is, I think, a very advantageous to him.
Pass.
Straight into the first hand and take away Dave Gregory, folding up shop. It's blinds of 1 in 2,000, and this is a triple the bet from Roy the Boy from the button.
Well, he's got a pocket pair, pocket deuces, or ducks as we call them. He's got position, he's got a pair. I like the bet.
Re-raise announced from Tony G with the ace-queen. He's got a big portion of his chips in already.
Wow. Well, he wants to, I think it's important to establish, table presence right off the start. Tony G does have a big hand, and especially from a raise from back position.
Pass.
And sure enough, he's going to take it down right here.
It was a very serious question he asked Roy there, and I guess Roy, thinking the best he could be was 50-50.
Well, not only that, the problem with deuces, Jesse, is that 98% of the time you're going to get 3 overcards on the flop, so it makes them difficult to play after the flop unless you flop a set.
So first hand to Tony G. And doesn't he look delighted with himself? Tony loves to dominate the table with the talk. You know something about that, Kenna.
Well, I do. Psychology is a big part of this game, and it's always nice to win that first hand. It starts you off on the roller coaster, going in the right direction, and it announces your table presence to your opponents.
Tony G won the pot and has the button here, and this is Kevin Dieckhoff.
He's got a bit of a decision here with King 9 suited.
Total. Pass.
Well, he decided to raise with it. I guess the raise better than the call there.
Absolutely. If you're going to play it, raise with it. Now Tony G with pocket deuces this time. Let's see how he plays them.
The raise was up to 4,000, I think, double the bet. Tony G has called cold on the button, and it's Barry Hearn who's also called from the small blind. David Gregory thinking he's just got so many pot odds.
Right. Well, it's a common play to call and try and flop a set. The way you double up in No Limit Hold'em is set, straights, and flushes, and that's what they're trying to do here.
Flop has come ace high.
Right. It's hit really nobody other than Dieckhoff, who's flopped second pair.
It's been checked to Tony G on the button. And,
Tony
doesn't want to have a pop at it. He thinks there's too many players in to put a steal in.
Absolutely. When you're in a multi-way hand, especially with a raised pot and there's an ace and a king out there, you're just asking to be check raised if you bet the button. So he's going to take the turn off for free and try and catch a set, but not this time as the 4 spades falls.
16,000 in there. Is this pot up for grabs?
Well, it should be, and Dieckhoff should, he was the initial pre-flop raiser. I believe he should have made a bet here, and make a stab at the pot.
3.
Well, Dieckhoff has checked all the way, the river pairing the board, but the kings and threes are still good, and now Barry Hearn reaching in.
Well, I think it's too late at this point because, there's a busted flush draw out there, so he's going to get called by second pair. And he wisely checks. He thought better of it.
It was a bit of a threat bet from Barry, wasn't it?
It sounded like Tony G might have used the verbal and talked him out of betting there.
So it's a showdown. Best hand will win the pot, and Dieckhoff will show his kings and take it down proudly.
Well, it was the best hand after all 7 cards were out.
You'll need to know what beats what in poker, so let's check out the ranking of hands in Texas Hold'em.
Every 5-card poker hand falls in the official ranking of poker hands. At the bottom, high card only. Higher than that is 1 pair. 2 pair is higher still, and then 3 of a kind, sometimes called a set. A straight is 5 cards in a row of any suits. Aces play high or low in straights, and a flush is 5 cards of the same suit in any order. A full house is 3 of a kind plus a pair. 4 of a kind is what it says, and a straight flush is what you're looking for. That's 5 cards in a row, all the same suit. Tap yourself on the back if you get a royal flush. That's a straight flush, ace high. So a few hands, and Kevin Dieckhoff is the chip leader with about 112,000. Not a huge start.
No, but he won that multi-way pot, and that will garner some chips. Let's see what he does here.
Under the gun, Dieckhoff. 2,000 to call more if he likes it.